A father says that he was busy working in his office one day when his son came running in and seemed very upset. The boy claimed that, quote, a man was moving things in the other room. The dad follows the boy into the living room to find things scattered all across the floor. So he checks his security cam to see just what happened. What he finds chills him to his core. A small toy and a dog bed can be seen sliding across the living room floor all by themselves. The seemingly annoyed little boy rushes over to the objects and even starts picking up the dog bed and throwing it back to the floor in frustration. The dog bed then aggressively slides back towards him, knocking him over. But luckily, the little boy lands right on the soft bed. So just what was the boy seeing when he told his dad that, quote, a man was moving things? Could some dark presence be haunting their home? You decide. Glitches in the Matrix. TikTok user Eddie is parked in front of a Boston pizza restaurant in Fresno, California, when he spots something very weird.
Okay, where is this car that's reflecting on this Boston pizza window? It's a Corvette C8. I seriously don't see that car anywhere. Where's that car? What? Where is that car? Hello, where's that car? Where is this car?
In the reflection of the restaurant's window, Eddie sees an orange Corvette C8. But when he looks around the parking lot, it's not there. In disbelief, Eddie posts this video to TikTok, wondering if he might have caught a, quote, glitch in the Matrix. The bizarre footage goes viral, receiving over 2.8 million views. In the comments, viewers repeatedly ask Eddie to go back and film the location one more time.
Okay, we are back at the same parking lot because one of the main comments you guys were saying is go walk up to it. The car is either inside of the pizza parlor or it's a wrap on the window. I don't know. Let's check it out. So I'm walking to it right now. If you look at it actually from this point of view, the reflections look kind of accurate. There's a pizza place. There's a white car reflecting. That's right here. And no, there's like no car in there.
This time the shop window accurately reflects what's right in front of it. The orange Corvette is no longer there. Cut to another video of a supposed, quote, glitch in the Matrix. Late one night in Nashville, Tennessee, a woman's friends tell her to quickly grab her camera and hurry outside to check out some very bizarre activity going on in the night sky.
I got that. I got that.
The group of friends watch in shock as the moon seems to change colors from green to red, and then suddenly seems to just discharge some kind of electricity. Spectators to the shocking event believe that they witnessed everything from a possible government cover-up, aliens, and of course, maybe even a glitch in the Matrix. But whether it's a glitch, aliens, or maybe just a really good fake, I leave that up to you to decide. Followed home. Back in 2015, Candace Gardner and her husband attended a Halloween party at an abandoned and allegedly haunted prison with a dark history. It was a huge mistake. Candace says that the entire night at the party she felt like something was watching her. And ever since that night, strange things have been happening in Candace's home. She now believes that a malicious entity might have followed her home from the old prison. A dark spirit that intends to harm her and her family. Soon after the prison trip, Candace begins to experience unexplained activity in her home. Lights flicker on and off at night while Candace and her husband sleep. Doors in the house open and close on their own. But scariest of all, the spirit begins to aggressively throw objects at Candace. And these frightening incidents continue to escalate, as it seems that the entity wants to seriously hurt Candace. While Candace is sleeping, she starts to wake up to painful, violent attacks, as if some unseen force is roughly grabbing or pulling at her. And she says she caught proof. So late one night, Candace and her husband fall asleep while watching TV on the couch. As the couple sleeps, a CCTV camera in the room captures something absolutely horrifying. Candace's leg appears to get grabbed and twisted painfully into the air by an invisible force. She wakes up in a panic and screams for her husband to help her, but all he can do is grab her leg and pull it back. Eventually, he manages to free Candace's legs from whatever is pulling on it, but poor Candace is left sobbing in pain and fear. Now, I have to say that after watching this footage and hearing Candace's desperate pleas for help, this video is very compelling. But do you believe that a dark entity followed Candace home from the prison and is now violently haunting her home? Let me know what you think. As for Candace, she says that her family still experiences terrifying paranormal events to this day. We need scary videos, so if you've seen one or you have one, send it our way at nukestop5@gmail.com. Hell or high water. Back in August 2021, an unexpected flash flood swept through downtown Omaha, Nebraska. At around 10 p.m., Tony Liu and his two friends are relaxing in his apartment and watching the weather reports about the flood. They decide to take the elevator down to have a look at the flooded city streets for themselves. It was a very bad idea.
Let me see your best moose impression. Put me in the water. Okay, can you please just hurry? Okay, thank you. Shoot. Hold.
Tony and his friends didn't realize, but the lower levels of the apartment building were completely flooded with disgusting sewer water. As the elevator reaches the lobby, water pours inside, causing the elevator to malfunction and trap them inside with the rising water.
Once it got towards kind of my neck, chest, that's when I kind of, I could possibly die in here.
The water continues to flood in, filling the elevator to the point that the three friends can barely keep their head above water. Tony is panicked and makes an emergency phone call to his roommate, Dalen Stapp, and the roommate hurries downstairs to try to help his trapped friends.
I told them, hey, I'm gonna die in here if you guys don't come and try to do something.
We went down into about shoulder deep water and just tried pulling it apart with everything we could. We had to get them out or it could have been fatal.
Tony's roommate Dalen finally manages to pry open the flooded elevator doors to free his friends from what could have been their watery grave. Luckily, they all escape and swim to safety without so much as a scratch. Not surprisingly, Tony Lou says that this was the scariest thing that has ever happened to him.
How scary was this?
Honestly, I would say this is number one, the most scariest thing in my life. Yep. Hands down.
In the water. Okay, can you please just hurry? Okay, thank you. Shoot.
Watson. The Rainbow Fountain and Grill in Carrollton, Texas was built back in 1924, and before it became the popular local soda shop that it is today, it was home to a pharmacy and a medical office. One of the doctors who frequently worked out of the building was Dr. Robert Blackburn, who was famously known for bringing his cute little dog Watson along with him everywhere, even to patients' houses. It is said that Dr. Blackburn's loyal little dog Watson still haunts the building to this day. Over the years, workers and customers at the cafe claim to have had strange, unexplained experiences with the ghost of Watson the dog, saying that they could actually feel the spirit of the little dog jump right up on their legs. Since the restaurant added security cameras, they have started to capture some of these strange encounters on video. Take a look. CCTV footage shows employees and visitors getting nipped at the ankles or even scratched by something that they can't see. Now, with so many people experiencing the exact same phenomena, and with all of it caught on camera, it makes you wonder whether the spirit of little Watson the dog is still hanging around the old soda shop, scaring the patrons, but perhaps only trying to find new friends to play with. In a flash,
Man, that makes so clear too. That makes so good. You want that? That's so hey. Hey man, what you do?
sometimes a very silly moment turns scary in an instant. Two guys are just goofing around, but then, like a bolt out of the blue, fun time is over.
I'll do some pranks on people, boy. Pick it up.
A sudden, very close lightning strike rips through the clouds and scares the living out of them, sending them running inside in terror.
Pick it up.
He didn't see it. Axel Loza frequently explores caves and tunnels in the woods of Colomos, Mexico. After finding what seems like evidence of witchcraft in one of those caves, Axel believes that some dark entity attached itself to him and now follows him wherever he goes. One day, in the strangest place, a public restroom, Axel starts to hear bizarre sounds. He takes out his phone and hits record, and what happens next is like something right out of a nightmare.
No, gente, quiero que vean. Estoy ahorita en el baño de la universidad. Lo peor ahorita es que acabo de terminar de hacer el baño. Pues estaba todo normal. Pero ahorita están ruidos raros y se está tocando la puerta, pero quiero que vean que pues no hay nada. Vean, ahí está mi reflejo, pero vean de este lado, pues aquí no hay nada. Acá, vean. Aquí tampoco hay nada. Aquí pues no. Y acá el lugar es bastante pequeño y está mi reflejo. Pero a ver, voy. ¿Escucharon? ¿Escucharon? No hay nada.
Axel hears a strange slamming sound from one of the bathroom stalls, even though he knows there's no one else in the restroom. But did you see it? A face can be seen peeking through the small crack in the bathroom stall door. But when Axel looks over the top, there's no one there. Axel is completely unaware of the disturbing face he just captured. In fact, he doesn't even notice until he posts his video online. Then the comments come flooding in. People tell Axel, hey, there was a face looking out. But Axel says he didn't see it. Hello, doggy. It's a little before 6 in the morning when a Reddit user's dog who's home alone experiences something very creepy. The camera captures the sound of an unexplained voice whispering, "Hello," which seems to send the dog right into a panic. The owner says that absolutely no one other than the dog was home at the time of this recording. He also says that he's never experienced anything like this in his house, and he wonders if he captured something paranormal. But what do you think this voice is? Mirror, mirror. A guy named Edgar Virgen from Colima, Mexico says that his 4-year-old niece was given a very strange old toy. A pink mirror that lights up, plays music, and features a pre-recorded voice that says cute little phrases. Nothing too odd there. But over the next few weeks, Edgar starts to notice his niece talking to the mirror daily. And some of the toy's responses are eerily intelligent, almost as if it can hear and respond to the little girl. Edgar and the girl's mom decide to ask some questions themselves. What happens next is truly disturbing.
Hola, bienvenido al Castillo de los Sueños del Espejo Mágico.
¿Cuál es tu nombre?
Yo soy Jessie, la princesa más bella del Castillo de los Sueños del Espejo Mágico.
¡Qué tierna eres!
Nosotras seremos mejores amigas.
¿Tu personaje favorito?
Si papá pregunta, mi favorito es mi papi. Si mamá pregunta, yo responderé que la que más me gusta es mi mami. Y si tú me preguntas, te diré que el que más me gusta eres tú. Soy una niña muy inteligente.
The mirror says that its name is Jessie, and it gives oddly specific answers to the mother's questions. Well, Edgar and the girl's mom are a little freaked out. They remove the batteries from the toy and store it in the barn behind the house. Years pass, and the family forgets all about the toy, until they start to hear a strange little voice coming from the barn in the middle of the night. Edgar says that the voice sounded just like the mirror toy and was saying things like, "Come play with me," followed by a sinister little giggle. He posted his video and story to TikTok, and things got even weirder. Because you see, some viewers commented that they had the exact same mirror toy, but they said that their mirror didn't talk at all. Viewers urged Edgar to make one more video with the strange toy. He's reluctant, but eventually he searches out the mirror in the family's barn, and this happens.
Para los que me estuvieron pidiendo que buscara el espejo y le pusiera baterías, aquí está. Solo pude encontrar estas piezas y pues sí, le puse unas baterías que tenía aquí en la casa. Como ven, son nuevas. La neta no creo que prenda, pero bueno, vamos a calarle. Muy miedo.
Hola, bienvenido al Castillo de los Sueños del Espejo Mágico.
Hola.
Hola, encantado de conocerte.
Gracias, a mí igual. Me da gusto.
Eres muy divertido. ¿Tienes una fiesta?
No tengo fiesta. ¿Tú tienes?
No sé. Cuando me levanté, te vi a ti.
Ay, vas y chingas a tu madre.
Edgar says that at this point, he's just done with the mirror. He says he threw it out with the trash. So could a paranormal entity be attached to this toy? Let me know what you think. Monkeying around. An antique collector says he stores all of his collectibles in a local storage unit. But lately, things have gotten a little strange. He says that he started to get odd complaints from the staff at the storage facility. They said that they heard bizarre loud noises coming from inside his storage unit at all hours of the day and night. The antique collector is very confused at what the noises could be and sets up a security camera inside the unit to see what could be going on. When he reviews the footage the next day, he is shocked. An old antique monkey doll that he recently purchased inexplicably sits up and just moves around on its own. Then it drops right back down, motionless. After witnessing this creepy incident, the antique collector says that he believes that the old doll might be cursed or have a paranormal entity attached to it. So is this footage real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? As always, you decide. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe so that you never miss a video, and maybe even visit me over on social media at Twitter and Instagram and TikTok and even on the Reddit. And you can even add a creative post of your own, like this guy.
To wash the baby's hair.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ من الشيطان الرجيم. Say stop! Something inside your baby.
Hopefully, I will see you back here next time.